Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my plan with me for April 17th through the 23rd. Today I'm using this pretty watercolor Meadow sticker sheet from Erin Condren, which I realized I ordered back in May, and you don't want to let your Erin Condren stickers sit around too long. So I decided, since it's April and we have lots of flowers blooming all around town here, I'm in southwestern Virginia and it's just a really pretty time of year. I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and use this sticker sheet. For the last few weeks, I've been pulling out some vertical pages from an NOTIQ vertical layout planner that I got so deeply discounted. And I've been playing around with the vertical layout, but as you may know, there is a big Erin Condren launch coming up, and I have a box of stuff to review, and I need to kind of just do what I'm used to right now and film the kind of old way. Here is a new pair of tweezers that I have from Laurel Denise. These are also a new product that are going to launch with other accessories at Laurel Denise. And these are just like tweezers for little itty bitty stickers. So I am used to my reverse action tweezers, but I'll go ahead and give these a try. But I suspect what they're really great for is picking up teeny tiny stickers. And in the Laurel Denise planner, you have some really teeny tiny spaces. So I think this is a great accessory that she has added to her website, or she will, on April 17th, along with a lot of other goodies. I'm going to use her highlighter, one of her highlighters, a little bit later. That's a brand new product. And she has some sticky notes that are made just to fit her unique layout of planner, different planners. So there are these cute little sticky notes that fit the teacher planner and some others. But I digress. The Erin Condren 2023-24 Life Planner launch is coming up on the 24th of April. And I have a box of goodies that they graciously sent me. And I'm going to be filming a review and a thorough walkthrough of all the things that they sent me. You're going to want to make sure that you watch lots of videos, because the affiliates were able to choose a filled box, and I think there were 5 different boxes, and I chose the box that has the NOTIQ Inspire Design Vertical Life Planner, and I chose that because it has the brand new multicolor coil, and I was so excited to see that. So I'll be doing a full walkthrough of that vertical planner. I also have the new Wildflowers design in the A5 Daily Duo, which I will be doing a thorough review of as well, and some fun accessories. Okay, here's a close-up of some polka dot washi that I added up in the top to complement the Watercolor Meadow sticker sheet. So I may go back to doing vertical next week, just because I'm having fun experimenting with that layout. But for this week, since I have so much going on, and new planner day, the music video, which I'm in charge of doing, that's going on. So I needed to do something familiar today for my plan with me. So I'm going to do a little story time. I'm doing a voiceover today. I did not talk when I was filming because I wanted to be able to do story time. I haven't done that in the last couple of weeks. So a lot of you know that on Wednesdays, normally, when I have one of my 3 mom days of the week, I have lunch with mom. It's a lunch date that we call Family History Lunch. I've also been having some family history coffees with my dad. So that's been really fun. And I just take notes and I ask them questions about things that they did growing up and their experiences in their younger years. And let's pause to just acknowledge the beautiful gingham. So one of the recent topics that came up was smoking. So, you know, back in the 1950s and before, Some people actually thought that it was good for you to smoke. In fact, I think Dan Rather was one of the celebrity personalities, well-known figures, public figures, who actually did an advertisement for a certain cigarette brand, and they said that smoking was good for you. Okay, so this was before, I don't really know the year, and I didn't look it up. The Surgeon General came out with a report that smoking was bad for you. Anyway, my mom and dad grew up in the 1950s. They were teenagers in the 1950s, and they both smoked for a period of time. They both quit. But anyway, my mom and dad are no longer married, so I asked them about the smoking situation without their input from each other. This was just, I asked my mom and I asked my dad. So I asked my mom, why did you start smoking in the first place? And she said, well, in her high school, which was a big high school, they had sororities. And the sorority girls, the older sorority girls who would come to the meetings would smoke. They had meetings like they were, business meetings for the sorority. And some of those girls would smoke, and my mom just thought, oh, they're so sophisticated. They are so grown-up looking. And she said that is what got her to start smoking. And she said she always smoked filtered cigarettes. So that was why she started smoking. And somewhere along the line, she never, I don't think, was super crazy about it. But in a previous story time, I may have mentioned this, that the high school kids were allowed to leave school for lunch. And if she ever had any spending money, she would go across the street from her high school to this coffee shop place where she liked to go and the other teenage girls liked to go because it was a little bit dark and you could smoke. So apparently, even though it was not super frowned upon to smoke in society in general, high school girls sometimes had parents who didn't want them to smoke. So that was a perk of this place. It was dark and you could get away with smoking. So later on, like my mom smoked when she had a secretarial job, and she smoked, I think, maybe on and off for about 10 years and stopped when she was pregnant with me. So that's how that went. So then I was curious, what was my dad's experience? Why did he ever smoke? So I asked him on a separate occasion, why did you start smoking? And he knew exactly why it was. He was a fan of the musician Stan Kenton. And he used to listen to Stan Kenton albums. And there was an album cover that had Stan Kenton smoking on the front. And you couldn't see his hands, but the implication was that he was playing the piano and smoking a cigarette simultaneously. And my dad thought that was super cool. And that is why he started smoking. So Dad started smoking because he saw Stan Kenton smoking on an album cover. And I looked up that album cover, and I'll maybe pop a picture of it up on the screen. And he said that when the Surgeon General's report came out, and I need to Google that to kind of double check what his memory is, but when the Surgeon General came out with a report on smoking, that it was in fact bad for you, he wanted to stop smoking, and pretty soon after that he did. He was, I don't want to say he was a hypochondriac, but he was very concerned about things that would, cause you to die sooner. And I think it impressed on him, there was some statistic that said that if you were a smoker, you were, depending on how much you smoked, I think, you were going to be able to count on dying a certain number of years before you would die if you were not a smoker. So that is how that went. So both my mom and dad stopped smoking. By the time I was born, I never saw them smoke. Like I said a little while ago, you're going to want to just go ahead and take off of work on Monday because you're going to need to watch YouTube all day. There will be lots of EC affiliates, Erin Condren affiliates, posting their video reviews of the various boxes and products that they received. And we've all received different things. And believe me, I will be watching all the different videos as well. And I believe we are allowed to make our videos public at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Pretty sure. I'm going to double check that. But your YouTube feed will, bam, be full of Erin Condren review videos at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Monday, the 17th. So that is always super fun. So what I'm doing now is using the Watercolor Flowers stickers to mark Mom Day. And they're very decorative. They don't have any space for writing, so I will layer those with a Mom Day text sticker. But look how pretty the Watercolor Meadow design is. So I've got these Mom Day stickers with Gem Plans font. And those are just some homemade stickers. And the little purple bow paper clip was a freebie from the Gold Project because she was offering 5 discontinued sheets with every April order. So I made an order, and that was one of the freebie sheets that she included. That's really a neat freebie sheet. And there's a whole row of purple bow paper clips, so I'm using those on all 3 of the Mom Days. And my piano lesson setup, I started it and didn't finish it, so I'm putting the piano lesson script, which is also Gem Plans font, and then my Saray Bailey piano stickers, which are my all-time favorite piano stickers. And I mentioned last week that she was kind enough to pull those out of her sticker vault, which she no longer offers these in her shop. But in fact, maybe she never offered them in her shop, but she made them for herself because she was learning to play piano. And I love them. And she was kind enough to bring those out of retirement to make me some extra sheets and send them to me. So thank you, Saray. So that's how I'm decorating those. So did you guys, I never smoked personally. Now, I grew up in the 1970s and 80s, and believe it or not, in my high school, there was what we called the smoking block. Yes, we had a smoking block. I have never understood that. And now the high school does not have a smoking block. But this was long after we knew that smoking was bad for you. It was in the mid-1980s when I was in high school, and we had a smoking block. So kids were allowed to go outside to this smoking area and smoke. That was the craziest thing ever. But anyway, I never smoked. But do you guys have any interesting smoking stories that you would like to share? Like, did you smoke and did you quit? What made you quit? What made you start in the first place? Or do you have any stories from your parents? And if you are curious about this, if your parents ever smoked, that would be a fun topic of conversation. That's a Simply Smith church building sticker and a script that says church that I just made myself with Gem Plans font again. And that's on top of one of the Watercolor Meadow sticker sheets. So if you have any smoking stories from your family that you care to share, feel free. Also, I don't know if I will see these comments in time before I film my review video, but if you have any specific questions about the new life planners that you want me to address while I am filming, feel free to mention that in the comments. And if I see the comment before I film, I will be sure to address your question. And as I was putting the church building stickers away, or I'm about to, I noticed that this Erin Condren gratitude sheet, I think it was from the Gratitude Journal, and at one time, I don't know if you can now, but you could buy these separately, and I just want to pop a few of these little boxes where you can put a little thankful thought. And they're outlined in purple, so they match this color scheme. Super cute. So anyway, if you have any questions or just things about the planners, the new designs, any just, things that you haven't seen addressed yet, and you want me to answer those things, even if I don't see your question before I film, I will try to get an answer to you after I film. So feel free to ask. Also, we will have lots of discussion about the new products in my Facebook group, which is called Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle. And you are invited to join that group. And you will just need to make sure you answer the 3 questions so that I can let you in. So that's another place where we can discuss. And I'm just holding up to show you what I wrote off camera. I stopped the camera to go and fold some laundry because I do laundry at the same time that I film. My planner castle, as I call it, is downstairs in the basement, and that's where our washer and dryer are. So it's a great time for me to do the laundry. I feel like this would be a good time to update you guys on the April projects that I keep mentioning over and over again. So April is such a busy month. For me this year, it was extra busy because I have a project that I'm working on that has nothing to do with the planner world, and it has to do with writing songs for a project in collaboration with a children's book author. And that's all I can say right now, but it's a very fun project. And I had a big deadline last week on the 13th. So that has been checked off. And now the thing that is stressing Plan Sarah Plan out is writing lyrics for the brand new Planner Day music video. So every year I like to write new lyrics that go along with the new themes. So lyrics that would include inspire, wildflower, canvas, ediv, and other just fun planner slogans or words. And so I have such a hard time writing lyrics. I have no problem writing music, but I have such a hard time writing lyrics. And so that is what is currently stressing me out, but I know it will all come together. But that music video will be uploaded and premiered on April 24th, which is launch day for Erin Condren Insiders on my YouTube channel. So I have blocked out lots of time this week, as you can see, where it says work on NPD 23. That's New Planner Day 2023. So if you have any lyric ideas, go ahead and send them to me. So let's go ahead and go over to the sidebar because I've covered everything appointment-wise that I can think of. And we're going to put the memory verse over there. And all of the memory verses that I chose for the month of April have to do with rest and peace. So here's my little header. The green sticker is an Erin Condren event sticker. It's an oldie. And the memory verse for this week is, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." And that is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3. Okay, here is a slow motion flyover of the whole thing in case you were not able to see some of the details when I was filming before. And I like the colors here. I like how it turned out. And it's really fun to kind of build your own kit with an Erin Condren sticker sheet because the foundation is there. So I'm going to close with prayer, and I invite you to join me if you'd like to. Lord God, maker of heaven and earth, we come to your throne in a spirit of gratitude for your endless mercy toward us. You sent Jesus to live among us and to take our sin and the sin of the world upon his shoulders and to pay the price for it with his own blood. Thank you for the promise of eternal life with you after this earthly life is through. Thank you for taking what man meant for bad and using it for good. Thank you for comforting us when we most need it. Thank you for allowing us to rest in your promises when the world around us is in turmoil. We ask for your will to be done. We ask for your truth to be known in all the earth. We ask for the wrong to fail and for the right to prevail. We ask for eyes that see your hand in every aspect of our lives. We ask for those who have strayed to be redeemed and brought back. We ask for peaceful homes and loving families. We ask for greater faith and trust in you. We ask for confidence in knowing that you are nearest when you seem farthest away. In your mercy, comfort the sorrowing and heal the brokenhearted. Give strength to the weary and courage to the faint of heart, and help us to live every day as ones who are saved by the one who has indeed overcome the world. These things we ask in the name of the risen Lord. Amen. Isn't this a pretty bookmark? Earlier in the video, I used a Laurel Denise highlighter. So this is one of her, look at just the barrel of this. It's got her sort of look to it. And hot pink is like her color. And it says Laurel Denise down here. And you can clearly see what color the highlighter is from the lid. And the whole set looks like, hang on, I'll grab it. This. Isn't it pretty? Pastel highlighters. It's beautiful. So these will be available as well as those tweezers that I showed you. Here they are. These are not the reverse action tweezers that I use all the time, but these are really great for little teeny tiny stickers. These things, some pens, lots of sticky notes, lots of stickers are going to be launching on the Laurel Denise website on April 17th. And I don't want that to get too overshadowed by all the excitement from Erin Condren. I'm excited about both, but Laurel Denise is a planner company in my home state of Virginia. She's in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I really love to support her. She's got so many unique, unusual ideas. So anyway, laureldenise.com, and I do have a link for you in the video description for her. I also have a $10 off referral link for anybody who's new to Erin Condren. You get $10 off your first order. I thank you so much for hanging out with me while I planned in my hourly planner, and I'm going to see you a few more times this week. I have a compact vertical plan with me, and that's where I do my memory verse for the week, and I use the compact vertical to practice writing it every day. And then that was my husband. I don't know what he was so excited about. I don't know if you heard that, but I will also have my review video up at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on my YouTube channel. And that's for the Erin Condren 2023-24 Life Planners. I'm so excited to film that video. All right, I'll see you again next time.